The more you speak, the more you give away your power, and worse, you expose yourself. The most dangerous people in the room are not the loudest ones, but those who remain silent the longest. You think they're shy, but in fact, they're listening and remembering. Every word you speak is a crack, an opening they can exploit. When you talk more than necessary, you reveal your thoughts, your emotions, your positions. You lose control of the game. Meanwhile, the silent person unsettles everyone around them. No one knows what you're thinking. They have to guess, and in that guessing, they reveal themselves. Just like King Louis XIV, the most powerful monarch in Europe. He rarely said more than a few words. "I shall consider it," he would often reply coldly. No questions, no immediate response. And it was this very mystery that made his courtiers tremble, afraid to lie, afraid to assume. They lived in the fog he created, and he controlled everything from behind it. And you? If your reflex is to fill the silence with words, you're handing over power. Silence isn't emptiness, it's a weapon. When you're silent, others become uncomfortable. They speak for you. They reveal their weaknesses. That's why people like Han Feizi understood. The more silent the ruler, the more anxious the subordinates become to prove themselves. And in that eagerness, the truth is exposed. On the flip side, look at Coriolanus, a Roman war hero who could have become an untouchable symbol. But he entered politics with an unrestrained tongue. He insulted the people, bragged about his victories, and called for the dismantling of democracy. He spoke as if he forgot that every word can be a blade, and the people turned on him. He was condemned, exiled. A hero turned into a disgrace, all because he couldn't keep his mouth shut. Do you see it now? Words are double-edged swords, and the wise know when to draw them and when to hide them. But danger doesn't only come from arrogance. It also comes from ill-timed humor. Kondratij Ryliev, a Russian rebel leader, was sentenced to hang. The rope snapped, and in that rare moment of survival, instead of staying silent, he quipped that Russians are clumsy at everything. The Tsar heard about it and canceled the pardon. The second rope was better. Death came because of one unnecessary line. Had he stayed silent, he might have lived. Do you feel the lesson creeping in yet? Every time you're about to say more, ask yourself, does this make me stronger, or just stroke my ego? Silence can be a silent warning, a way to make your opponents panic on their own, a way to mask your real strategy. A person who talks too much seems predictable, easy to manipulate, and people won't guard themselves against them. Sometimes that is the strategy, rambling to mislead. But that's high-level art, not for those without control. Here's the secret for you. Speak less than necessary. Let your short phrases be the blades hidden beneath your cloak. Let silence be the invisible battlefield where you always hold the upper hand. Try this. In your next meeting, say nothing for the first 5 minutes. Watch everyone. Remember every word they speak. Then, when you finally open your mouth, say just one line, the one that makes the whole room stop. That's not just power, that's absolute control. And the wise always begin with silence.